Human advancement knows no boundary. But this has not been without its price. Though we stand at the height of prosperity, we need only look to the past to remember that nature is a power that cannot be ignored. Consuming even the mightiest empires and causing the greatest among us to tremble in her fury. Yet from adversity, the human spirit endures, finding ways to coexist with the earth. Or bend it to our cause. Pursuing a course beyond distant horizons and revealing paths both towards innovation and unintended catastrophe. Our survival necessitates new solutions to old problems. To ensure a future, both for ourselves and generations to come. United in purpose, we must now look beyond borders and welcome the dawn of the next era in human civilization.
first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest, from this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. And so it is upon your broad shoulders, Theodore Roosevelt, to charge forth and lead your people on their great adventure. Use your military might to give the peoples of your homeland the square deal they so desperately deserve. Surely, you will raise America into the limelight and attract visitors from across the oceans just to see your lands. Bully for you, Mr. President.
This river has floodplains, which means it has flooded before, and might burst its banks again. A flood along this river could happen at any point in the future. This presents us with risks, but potentially benefits too. Our civilization has accomplished something historic, worthy of being celebrated and remembered for generations to come. These accomplishments help our civilization reach a golden age and avoid a dark age. We now have the opportunity to appoint a governor to our civilization. This governor will be a powerful and productive asset when assigned to one of our cities. I suggest we choose a candidate as soon as possible. Our explorers have spotted another friendly tribal village. I suggest we send a scout to investigate. Our governor is now on their way to their assigned city. It will take some time for them to become established there. Once established, their talents will come into effect, strengthening our rule there. Reconnaissance units like scouts are unique in that they can gain experience by exploring and discovering parts of the world. Our city continues to prosper. Already our people thrive and our population grows. We have discovered a city-state. Establishing diplomatic relations with them will surely be beneficial for our empire. Perhaps we should send them an envoy. There are several different types of city-states, and each may provide different benefits in return for our friendship. Our government, over time, will allow us to earn envoys to grow these relationships. Our city-state neighbors have made a request of us. If we can impress them, I think they will reward us handsomely. Just as our citizens have faith in your leadership, so they are beginning to have faith in a higher power. I think it is wise to cultivate this new way of thinking. Perhaps there is some benefit to be gained. We have recently gained advanced knowledge in city planning. Creating districts in our cities can be much more powerful and lucrative than simple improvements like farms and mines.
A physician without a knowledge of astrology has no right to call himself a physician.
Enacting new policies in our government can be of great benefit. Our people await your decree.
It is not wisdom, but authority that makes a law. I thought clay must feel happy in the good potter's hand. I have filled a water bag from my people and gone to the desert, and walked empty wastes while the wolf howled, like a gambler whose family starves.
Through exploration, we have discovered a natural wonder of the world. There is no doubt that it could provide a great benefit to the one who settles the land surrounding it. My liege, we are beginning to attract the attention of the great people of the world. Of course, there are other leaders vying for their attention too. The more specialized districts we construct, the more we will draw in specialized great people to share their talents with our civilization. I advise that we continue to build these. The number of faithful has grown, and it is time for us to define our beliefs. Let us choose a pantheon to worship.
I am fond of pigs. Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as equals.
Бибер Kublai болго. Намайг эзэнт гүрнийг удирдагч агуу хагаан гэдгийг бүх дэлхий мэдэх ажгаа.
Behold the wonders of the heavens and earth. The clear aqua blue serves as a looking glass. Thousands of turquoise crows, tinged with a touch of black.
It would seem we have finally tracked the barbarian raiders plaguing these lands to their source. We must destroy the stronghold or risk future attacks. It is best to use caution when moving close to enemy units. Doing so will often force the unit to be in the enemy's zone of control, restricting its movement.
Who deserves more credit than the wife of a coal miner?
This military unit has proven themselves. From the experience they have gained in combat, they are eligible to be granted a promotion. How will you reward these brave souls? We have the opportunity to develop a formal trade route between two cities. A trader unit is required to establish such a route, which would be very beneficial for our economy. As our civic knowledge grows, so do our methods of governance. Furthering this endeavor will allow us to appoint a governor to strengthen our power in our cities.
Every nation lives by exchanging.
civilizations have uncovered new technologies and civics, and soon the world itself will reach the dawn of a new era. Our actions in this era may lead us into a golden age for our civilization, or perhaps darker days lie ahead. My liege, we have an envoy at our disposal. We can use the envoy to gain favor with the city-state. Becoming friendly with a city-state neighbor can be greatly beneficial to our civilization.
Thousands have lived without love. Not one without water. Mysticism is the mistake of an accidental and individual symbol for a universal one.
Our populace has attracted a great profit to our lands. Send this most holy person to our holy site and rejoice, for the time has come to found a religion for ourselves. We have trained our first ranged unit, capable of hitting enemies from afar, while out of the range of hand-to-hand combat. Though our population grows, there is little room for our newer citizens. We should find a way to add more housing to this city. Your Grace, I worry about the happiness of our citizens. I would advise that we investigate a means of increasing their contentment.
shot an arrow into the air. It fell to earth. I knew not where. Organisms don't think of CO2 as a poison. Plants and organisms that make shells, coral, think of it as a building block.
Once again, we have the opportunity to enhance our powers of governance. We can use it to promote one of our existing governors, or we can appoint another new governor to our civilization.
It was luxuries like air conditioning that brought down the Roman Empire. With air conditioning, their windows were shut. They couldn't hear the barbarians coming. The Pantanal is the most complex intertropical alluvial plain of the planet, and perhaps the least known area of the world.
The time has come to choose which of our accomplishments to commemorate in our history. This will inspire our people to continue to press forward towards a path of your choosing. History marches forward, and the world has entered a new era. We may see a golden age, or a dark age, in our civilization's future, born from the actions of our recent past.
I'm also interested in creating a lasting legacy, because bronze will last for thousands of years.
May I make a suggestion? Great news! Our accomplishments have propelled our civilization into a golden age. During this time, our civilization will be stronger and more loyal than ever.
Without craftsmanship, inspiration is a mere reed shaken in the wind.
In addition to bringing riches to our civilization, this trade route will gradually develop roads between our cities. Roads allow our units to no longer be impaired by the difficult terrain through which they pass. Your Grace, we have obtained greater knowledge in the art of building static fortifications. Building walls around our cities will not only make them stronger against a foreign invader, but will also allow them to bombard nearby enemies.
When wasteful war shall statues overturn, and broils root out the work of masonry.
We are now ready to choose where to build our government buildings. We may only zone one of these in our empire, so choose carefully.
It is equally important to have a happy and engaged workforce as it is to have a profitable bottom line.